Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I want to share a personal story with you today about how I left my job. So, if you want to do something that's outside of what maybe you went to school for, or you have, let's say you're like 10 years old right now and you know exactly what you want to do. First thing first, okay, I want to go ahead and tell all my little homies that you need to go to school, okay? Because school is not going to stop you from getting anywhere you want to get in life. Whether it seems like it will or not, I am a huge believer in school. The idea is that if you already have something to offer, if you're already bringing something to the table, then you're a lot less likely to jump at the first opportunity that you have. You will know your worth. Now, this isn't to knock anybody else who didn't go to school at all. That is totally not what my goal is here. For all of my subscribers that are younger and you don't know what you want to do and you don't know where you want to go, I think school is an awesome place to start. That being said, school is not everything that you need to succeed in life. You don't graduate from school, well, some people don't. You don't graduate from school and have tons of people come to you and be like, oh my God, you're so amazing. Your life is now set up for awesomeness. That's not how it works. Majority of people in the world, there are outliers. Okay, but if you want to be amazing, I don't believe that that is an outlier. If you want to be amazing and you don't just want to coast by in life, then my advice to you is to really begin to invest in yourself. I began like 12 years ago, and this is a bit of my story. So I began like 12 years ago, and my first job was working at MAC Cosmetics, and I was so scared to work there. I just didn't think I was good enough. The girls were amazing. I mean, you walk into the counter now and now they don't wear makeup like they used to wear makeup. But when they used to wear makeup, they used to be snatched. You know what I mean? Like, everything used to be, like, sitting. And you used to be like, okay, hopefully you think that I look okay even though I only have one eyeshadow on. I'm getting off on a little bit of a tangent here. I want to bring it back because it's really important for you to know that the reason why I quit my job is because I was prepared to quit my job. So let's talk about step one, right? Like, if you want to quit your job, because I'm talking about, I was thinking about it every day. Like, when I mean every day, I mean every day. What would my life be like if I was not coming to work every day doing something that wasn't in my passion? If you're like me, if you're thinking about that every day, number one thing you need to do is you need to set a date. Setting a date is one of the most important things that I've ever done, because let me tell you something, because when that date comes up, you're committed. You're like, yes, this is the day. This is the day that I'm going to turn in my resignation no matter what, right? My day was February 27th, and I knew that day, and I was like, you know what, when it rolls around, when February 27th hits, I'm putting in my 2 weeks, okay? So it wasn't because of any other reason besides the fact that I knew that this is exactly what I wanted to do. The second thing, and probably should be the first thing, is save. You're definitely going to want to save some money up, because what you want to do is when you actually do leave your job, you want to be able to do what you're really passionate about and really be able to go ham on it, like real ham. Like, you're literally like, I work now probably, I'd say maybe 80 to 90 hours a week on my passion. Before, I was probably working about 40, and I would say consistent 40 for the past 6 months maybe. And before that, it was probably like a good 20. Whether it was YouTube videos, whether it was me out, getting other clients, whether it was me sending emails, something that I was doing every single day in order to make sure that my passion was being fulfilled. So that's number 2. Number 3 is you have to believe. Okay? This is these 3 are literally all equal. But number 3 is you have to believe in yourself. There's going to be failure, but the difference between a person who fails and a person who gets back up is the difference between a loser and a winner. And I don't say the word loser very often, but what I will say is I want to make sure that I say it right now, because I want you to know that you can literally do anything. I honestly believe that. I believe in God. I believe in faith. I believe that there is divine intervention as far as what you want. But I also believe that your personal choice and what you really want in life is totally possible when you really believe. A book that I want to recommend, and this is a book I recommended to a really good friend of mine the other day, is What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. I have not shared this book on my channel yet, and I do not know why, because that book changed my life. Let me tell you something. What to Say When You Talk to Yourself by Shad Helmstetter. I'm going to put it down in the description below. That book changed my life. Because it's not just what you say out loud to everyone else when you're trying to be like, oh, I'm so cool. It's what you say to yourself when nobody can hear, when you're talking to yourself in your own mind. That's the most powerful, because that's what goes into your subconscious mind. And when that gets into your subconscious mind and you really truly believe that you're going to be as excellent as you know you will be, that's when you'll be great. And when you decide that you want to work as hard as you possibly can to make sure that your dream comes true, that's when you'll be successful. Now, I'm speaking from a place where I haven't exactly gotten to where I want to go. I'm going to be completely honest. I'm very much in the beginning stages of my journey. I'm within the first 3 weeks of me ever deciding to quit my job. It was one of the scariest decisions I've ever made in my life. It's still scary right now, but to be really honest, I keep myself so busy, I don't have time to be shaking in my boots. When you decide what you want to do in life, I've been wanting to do this for 12 years. I sincerely took my first freelance client at 10 years ago. 10 years ago, I took my first freelance client. Went to the client's house. It was a bridal thing. Went and did her makeup. Went and did all of her friends' makeup. I had to borrow the brushes and the makeup. I'm talking about I went in. Had no idea what I was doing. And just totally decided, you know what, Delina? Today is the day when you have your first client. Called up my friend, I remember till this day, Regina, I love you. Called up my friend and said, Regina, I don't know what to do. She was like, honey, you better work. You better go out there and you better tell them what the rate is and you better charge them, right? She was teaching me business 101 before I even knew what business was, right? Before I was even what I believe to be even a marketable makeup artist, right? So what I want to say is, number one, this is always my message to you guys, but I really believe this and I want to share this with you. Believe in yourself. Be ready to work. Even when other people are out partying, hanging out, doing whatever they're doing. If you're in college right now or if you're in high school right now and your friends are like, oh my gosh, let's go do this thing, let's go do that thing. If you know what you want to do already, start putting in work now. Start putting in work now, like today. This is what I talk about with my friends all day, every day. I talk about passions. I talk about where you want to be. I talk about what's going on. I talk about life. I talk about love. I talk about happiness. I literally surround myself with people that elevate me because I want to elevate them. So I love you guys. This was supposed to be like I quit my job kind of situation, but it like totally didn't even turn into that. It was more of like how you quit your job too. Thank you so much for your support. 100%. You give me so much happiness and passion and love, and it's just like so cool to have people who love me as much as you guys do. And you really put all of this happiness out there in the world where it's easy and attainable for me to like be there with you. And like I have the best subscribers, basically is what I'm saying. I have the best subscribers, I have the best followers. If you want to see more of my work, I have been posting like crazy on Instagram if you want to follow me at Delina Medhin. And also I really want to know, what do you want to do right now? If the answer was you would be successful no matter what, if there was no room for failure, what would you do? Leave it in the comments down below. I definitely want to see what those things are, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. I don't know how to explain it. Like if you have a whole bunch of, I don't know why this analogy is coming to me. If you have a whole bunch of chicken with, if you have a whole bunch of chicken with you, right? When somebody comes to you with a pot of like, with 2 things of chicken, you're not going to be like trying to like get what they have. You'll be more secure because you already have your chicken. Does that make sense? This is the worst analogy I think I may have ever come up with. But basically the idea is that it's like, great, this is like a customer, let me just take it on, let me just do it. And I just remember like start sweating, and I did her makeup and she's like, this is cute, like I like it, it's okay, like, you know.